Hi, greetings in Jesus' name. These are pointers along the way, which are brief Bible based messages on the practical Christian life from Jacob Nanan at Comfort and Counsel, www.c-n-c.org. You can visit the website for articles, books, and videos. May the Lord bless you. This is pointer number 1015 and its title is Only Acknowledge Your Sin. Imagine what could have happened if, instead of putting the blame on Eve, Adam had admitted that he had disobeyed God's commandment and sinned against him. World history would have been different. But when we look at our own nature, we can see where it has come from. The Pharisees put Jesus to death instead of admitting that their religion was hollow and superficial. Haven't we also been guilty of frantically looking for some excuse or explanation for our sin instead of quickly admitting that we have sinned against God? This is the root of our problem when it comes to getting into a clear relationship with God and growing in our likeness to Jesus. If we can't recognize and admit that we have actually sinned in what we did, how can we get forgiveness? How can we expect to become different next time? Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 13. Only acknowledge your iniquity, that you have transgressed against the Lord your God, and have scattered your favors to the strangers under every green tree, and you have not obeyed my voice, declares the Lord. Instead, we say it was not serious like murder or adultery. Everybody does it. God knows our weakness. It was because of our tiredness or other circumstances. It was because another person provoked us, etc. As long as we look for ways to excuse our sin or to justify it, we cannot even receive forgiveness. If we confess our sin, acknowledge what it was, God is willing to forgive us. But do we expect Him to keep on covering up for us even when we tell ourselves that we have not actually sinned in our particular situations? Psalm 130 verse 4, New Living Translation. But you offer forgiveness that we might learn to fear you. The reason why God forgives us is to give us another chance to learn not to sin against Him. But what will He do if He sees that we are not really interested in stopping sinning, but only in avoiding the punishment? He will place us under the category of people who are only interested in God to the extent that He will give them a good life. They want Him to provide everything for their life and look after them. But they do not know what it is to fear Him, to fear to sin against Him, disobey Him, grieve Him, disappoint Him, and also to face the consequences. Romans chapter 8 verse 13. If you are living according to the flesh, you must die. But if by the Spirit you are putting to death the deeds of the body, you will live. Romans chapter 2 verse 5. Because of your stubbornness and unrepentant heart, you are storing up wrath for yourself in the day of wrath and revelation of the righteous judgment of God. If someone goes on sinning, assuming on the availability of forgiveness, there is really no conversion in heart, and he may still be a child of the devil who is deceived into thinking that he is a child of God. 1 John chapter 3 verse 8. The one who practices sin is of the devil, for the devil has sinned from the beginning. The Son of God appeared for this purpose, to destroy the works of the devil. Our journey towards victory starts by acknowledging our sin whenever we fall. Whether our sin is big or small, whether it is action or only in our thought, whether other people know about it or not, sin is sin. At Comfort and Counsel, www.c-n-c.org.